Hello, my name is John James and I am the writer and campaigner for male victims of female perpetrated domestic violence. Today I'd like to talk to you about narcissistic abuse and the origins of such. Narcissists aren't born that way, they are created by their environment, created by their parents. They are punished for showing emotion, and therefore emotion becomes irrelevant to them. It becomes a weakness to them, and they see it as a weakness in others. I'll give you an example of my own abuser. My own abuser was brought up in Romania under the leadership of Ceausescu, which was a very oppressive regime and terrible conditions. She lived in terrible conditions. And she had a very verbally abusive mother. She would say, "I wish you were dead," and I hate you all the time. And her father was very emotionally, physically, mentally abusive, verbally abusive man. And she was chucked out of the house several times by her own brother even. Because of this, she, like all narcissists, she learned to survive the best way she could. Shutting off emotion, because emotion is seen as a weakness. So shutting off all emotion and just surviving the best way she could. And how she survived was validation of men. Men found her attractive. She played on that. She even went into adult entertainment industry for a while because that was the validation she needed. She needed to believe that she was worth something, and that was the way that she got that validation that she was worth something. So her, like all narcissists, learn to survive without emotion, but they know they need emotion to get what they want, to get whatever they want. They need emotion, so they become very, very good at imitating, very good at mimicking. What I would consider to be emotional chameleon. They take their environment, they take their surroundings, they take the person who they are interacting with, and they know the kind of emotions, the kind of person that they need to be for that particular person, for that particular environment. So if their past creates the narcissist, if they are abused themselves by a narcissistic parent, a narcissistic sibling, a narcissistic environment that they're in, does that mean that we feel sorry for them? Well, in a way, yes. We should have sympathy, compassion for all human beings. And the narcissist exactly the same. Unfortunately, the destruction that the narcissist causes in a relationship, and not just in one relationship, because the narcissist never changes, because one trait of the narcissist is that they cannot admit that they are in the wrong. They believe in everything they do, everything they say, every cruel act is your fault. Not theirs, your fault. So they can never admit that they're wrong. So our sympathy or compassion that we should have for the narcissist disappears with the cruelty that they can inflict on the individual, on the abused person. So where does that leave us? Where does that leave us when we are confronted by a narcissistic abuser? Truth is, we don't know. Truth is, we don't know when we are confronted by a narcissistic abuser, because they are consummate actors. we won't know until it's too late. There are warning signs, there are red flags. But if you're in love with somebody, if you're caught up in their narcissistic net, then the red flags, you won't see them. And in my next video, I'll tell you how they draw you into that net and how they can use the skills that they've used throughout life to abuse you. Until then, take care, every single one of you. Peace.